Alright, so we're just going to be following up from the previous introductory video, and we're just going to be setting up some artwork in this one. First and foremost, the most important thing when you're setting up artwork, the difference between vector and raster. So we're going to have a look at that now. So here we've got a vector and a raster, and you may say to yourself, well, actually that looks exactly the same. I can't tell the difference. Basically, I'm going to zoom in to the vector first. And we can see here, everything's looking smooth and nice. Right. And now I'm going to zoom into the rasterized version. So it's looking pretty good up until about this point, and you can start to really see that pixelation. Now, we're making uniforms, guys, so once you start printing that to the size of your body, that's really going to stretch out and you're really going to see those pixels. So we really don't recommend that you use any rastered artwork at all. If it's set to full size, as you can see here, it looks perfect. So if you get the right size, it can be okay, but you do have limitations with it. So if I was to try and click something and change the color, unfortunately I'm locked into that now and I can't change anything, which is kind of a major problem. If I was going to apply, a color change or something like that, I could only affect the master of the artwork. So basically the whole artwork, the colors would change. Whereas with the vector, I can actually isolate each part of the design and change the colors. So when we're printing, we actually need to adapt all the colors that we see on the screen to then actually print out correctly. So if you have a look next to me, we've got a color chart, right? So we would actually pick out the colors that we require for the job off the color chart, and then we would input it into the actual artwork to get that to print out correctly. So as you think about it, we've got two different printers. They've got different ink. Sometimes we're using different papers, that sort of thing. So the only way to get a consistent finish is to actually look at a physical printout of the color and to pick something out. All right, so back to the artwork. So just going into that further, if you want to change these parts here, I'll just select same fill color, and then I could change it to whatever Pantone color I wanted. I'll just go up into Pantone color bridge, and I'll just pick out exactly what I had on my chart. So I already know a good red to choose would be like a 186. And we'll just input that in, right? And we can see it's added that to our swatches panel here. You can do the same thing for the yellow. So yeah, if I just have a look back on my color chart, I could find any color that I think suitable. So maybe like 130. And just input that back in. And essentially it should print out exactly as the colors look on the color chart. I'll just show you once more. So we'll just be finding on here, on this color chart, 186, which is that nice red tone there. Yeah. And 130. Right. So officially this is not real artwork that's ready to be printed. In the next video, what we'll do is we're going to jump in and we're going to adapt this artwork here, as you can see it, onto our master template. At this stage it's just a proof, just showing you how it's going to look as a finished product, but when we're going to go and print, we're not going to print a collar like this. We're just going to print artwork that can be pressed onto fabric, and then we can get that sent off to be sewn up, and then it'll come back to us and we can send it out to you. Alright, so we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.